question for you, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of intentionally playing Silent Hill 1 and 2 to check off some classics, right? Some games that are just,
I can't even consider having played them at this point.
Okay,
I'm mad at myself. I really am.
You've touched them. But what are some other classics that are missing for you?
Well, we know we've got the upcoming, your favorite game, Metal Gear Solid. I'm going to just take a little side tangent here. I was talking to Katie about how bad I am with names, and I've noticed, listening to myself here on the podcast, I can remember features of just about anything, including game studios. So the features of the game studio will be their list of games, and I can name each of them off to you. But then in the next sentence, no, literally the next sentence, I will forget. I'll have to name it's the newer sort of horror game that does this and this. But 20 seconds ago, I said the title.
Incredible.
It's the features that I have to remember. I wonder what goes on to cause that. I don't know.
I wonder what's going inside of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
So other classics, we've got Metal Gear Solid. I have played Mass Effect 1. I've not played Mass Effect 2, which would be the more important one.
Yeah, I have not played any Mass Effect.
I've never finished Myst.
But
let's see.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry, tapping the mic.
Name an adventure game I probably haven't played it. There's a lot of the old school, like Curse of Monkey Island.
Yeah, I was just about to say Monkey Island, and then most anything from Double Fine, the earlier stuff from Double Fine. Wait, no, not Double Fine, from LucasArts, because
this was pre
Grim Fandango's LucasArts, right?
Yeah,
okay,
I believe
that's what. Okay, so
it's
early
Tim Schafer, but
early Tim Schafer, not Double
but
Fine.
LucasArts. Yeah, I haven't played those. That's definitely.
I've played quite a few Double Fine games actually, Stacking being one of them. The first one I think I played. That's a weird little 3D adventure game.
That sounds like a game you would play.
Have you seen Stacking?
No.
It's set in like the roaring 20s. Industrialization is happening, but every single character in the game is a Russian nesting doll, and you just walk around and do puzzles and things. It's a classic puzzle adventure game, but it's got a really weird like wood carved and nesting doll aesthetic. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, I think.
What else?
There's a couple that are still definitely missing from
I'm looking off to his shelves around here to see if he's got anything.
Yeah, probably nothing that you haven't played that's a classic.
Well, I've not played Super Metroid.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, I've played all the other Metroid games.
Yeah, that's
about to play Dread.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
But Super Metroid is not on the list.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm trying to think older, but there's a few that I haven't played as well. But yeah, most of the stuff you've listed though, the Mass Effect.
What else? Maybe some modern ones. I've not played Halo 3. I don't know if that would count.
I mean, if you've played
one
of the
one
first
and two.
three, yeah,
I played 1 and 2.
I feel like that counts.
Okay.
I have never played Modern Warfare.
Oh.
I've played like Modern Warfare 2. I've played,
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure, but like technically that's the one,
Yeah, but you could just play Modern Warfare 2 and you're getting a very similar and better experience.
Sure. I will eventually
Modern Warfare
play
2
that
is still
campaign
very good.
just to play it,
Let's see. I'm interested in that question. I don't know if you'd put this on a classics list, but I haven't played Daggerfall. I'd really like to try Daggerfall.
I don't know if I would. I'd definitely put Morrowind.
I'm not very interested in Morrowind. I like the aesthetic. I like the world, but
I'm pretty interested in Morrowind.
It's, the
writing
it moved
mostly.
into a new direction. People talk a lot about how good the writing is. I think most people talking about it are doing so with rose-tinted glasses.
Okay.
It is because I've watched rebuttals. I've consumed a lot of Elder Scrolls content. I kind of want to do an Elder Scrolls side series, but the writing in that game is incredibly repetitive. Everyone in any given town basically has the same thing. Sure, they might be you might find single dialogue lines that are pretty cool, but every person in town has those same dialogue lines, and then there's really nothing further beyond those.
Okay. I'm still interested in playing it.
Yeah, it is what modern Elder Scrolls became. Like, it started there, but those first two games were something else entirely.
Yeah.
And I'd like to try that. I've played Oblivion, which is enough of Morrowind to get the picture.
My current biggest classic that is not checked off is Deus Ex.
I always forget. Yes,
yeah, that's my number one. Not only because it's so pivotal, but because it's just, I love immersive sims. Like,
yeah.
I need to play Deus Ex, so that's probably my number one.
I'd probably agree with you. I forget about it all the time though.
Yeah, because it's a little bit, it's in that weird niche, of like immersive sims are easy to like, because they kind of live in their own space. They don't really reach out and influence other genres, and other genres don't really reach in and influence them too much. It's really this little space all into itself that really only Arcane is doing anything with. So excited to play Deathloop, by the way. Don't know anything about it. Don't know if it has any MSim qualities, but I am excited.
These are squeaky chairs. Did you just come up with that?
No, I did not.
I've never heard anyone say that.
I think I've heard Charlotte and Wonder say it.
I hate it.
You hate it?
MSim?
MSim.
Yeah, I hear MSim, whatever. I hear it. I know
what now I'm
you
gonna
mean,
say it
and now
really,
I hate it.
Now I'm going to say it more frequently.
Ew.
Knowing that it is a bother to you.
Let's see. I have not played Fallout 2.
Yeah, but you've played Planescape Torment, which is a pretty big, pivotal CRPG.
But they're very... I've played enough of Fallout 2 to know they're very different.
Yeah. And Fallout 2, when people talk about classic CRPGs, I feel as though that's the gold standard. That and Baldur's Gate 2 are what they're like holding it up to, from my understanding at least.
Which ones?
Fallout 2 and Baldur's Gate 2 are the two classic CRPGs.
Really? Fallout 2 definitely. I hear more about Planescape than I do Baldur's Gate.
I guess, yeah.
Baldur's Gate may have sold
Well, when
more.
was Planescape? In my mind, it came out later than those.
No, we just talked. I don't know. I couldn't give you numbers on
Because that's
dates
what I'm
and
thinking.
sales.
I thought it was just kind of like a later and what I would consider, from what I've seen, better iteration
just
of
before
those
the
games.
cast. You were talking about something. You said that critically it was not received very well. Whatever game we were talking about, but the sort of post-mortem of that game and seeing what it has influenced definitely paints a different picture. That's true of Planescape Torment. Planescape Torment was an oddity. It's got a really ugly case. It didn't have great shelf presence. It didn't do very well. But historically, that's a very important game. And I would put it up there with Silent Hill 2. And I hear about it in sort of in historical references much more than Baldur's Gate 2.
Okay, interesting. Well, I was terribly wrong. Baldur's Gate 2 came out after Planescape. So it's Fallout 2, Planescape, Baldur's Gate 2. And I think Baldur's Gate 1 came out the same year as Fallout, yes. So
I've played a bit of Baldur's Gate 2.
Knowing that they're all in the same camp, I would then say Fallout 2 and Planescape. Because in my mind, Planescape was a little bit more significantly afterwards. But knowing that timeline now, I definitely say Fallout.